thanks for tuning into my channel, for tuning into another Lock and Life of session with your girl. So today, guys, we're going to do a story time. I've never really talked about this, so bear with me. But I wanted to use this space and this time for a little therapy for myself, and also maybe to help somebody else, because that's what we do. That's what we do. We uplift, we build, we encourage, we edify. So yeah, guys, I wanted to come and share with you guys about losing my mom. 2007. Let me just say, my mom, she was very strong, self-sufficient, vibrant, beautiful woman. She was a single mom, so she raised me. I'm the oldest of her children, and then my sister and my brother, she raised us on her own. Of course, with the help of God. She did an amazing job. She taught us well, and one of the things she taught us is that all we had was each other. We've remained very close, and we are very close. And so 2007, my mom was experiencing some abdominal discomfort. But like I shared with you guys in my last video, in my little public announcement for National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, that when we go get these screenings, we have to be proactive in demanding that they screen us for everything, because their screenings are not specific. And so, I don't think anybody equated what she was going through in her abdominal area to a gynecologic issue, but yet and still she went ahead and checked out. Now, she went to her primary care doctor. She looked at her and she saw that her stomach was protruding, which is actually a symptom of ovarian cancer, is that you will begin to swell up with ascites. And so she was very swollen. So she was like, it looks like it could be ovarian cancer. Ovarian cancer is not really an African American woman disease, but I encourage you to go to the gynecologist immediately and get this checked out. And that's exactly what my mom did. Fast forward, she went to the gynecologist. They did all kinds of blood work, specific screenings. Since she came in with a distended abdomen, they wanted to check for that, and the test came back that she was in stage 4 ovarian cancer. She shared it with us, and we went with her to the doctors, and they shared her options. And the first option was for her to get a total hysterectomy. She went through the surgery. I remember the day that she woke up. We were there after surgery when she was in recovery, and she woke up. And I said, "Mom, we're here." And she was like, "Did they get it? Did they get all of it?" I remember it so clear and so vividly. They began to get chemo treatments and radiation treatments, and within 6 months went into remission. We were so ecstatic about that. I really didn't research chemo, the medications that they used or anything like that prior, but I began to really start to dig into these things and research them and research the effects that it has on the body, on the immune system and things of that nature. So we began to rebuild her immune system up, because it really, chemo is poison. And through my research and through my just digging a little deeper to find out more about it, it's actually a carcinogenic. So it just blows my mind how doctors are treating cancer with cancer. It's amazing to me. I learned so much since then. So I'm fast forwarding all the way to 2009, because 2007, she was diagnosed. 2008, she went into remission. And so we have 2009. Towards the end of 2009, the cancer came back, so she resumed the chemo treatments. I felt horrific about those chemo treatments, but of course, treatment is a personal choice. And so people make their own personal choices. But while she's doing the chemo treatments, I'm also loading her up with vitamin C and just different things to try to keep her immune system strong while she's fighting this disease. And long story short, May 19, 2010, I went with my mom to her doctor's appointment, and they told her she was terminal, that there was nothing else that they could do. I was devastated, to say the least. They continued the chemo treatments. She could go into cardiac arrest, or anything else adverse could happen, because that's what chemo does. I'm sorry. It's just what it does. It destroys everything good when it's supposed to destroy the bad. Well, that's what they say it's designed to do. But anyway, I'm not even going to make this a chemo conversation, because it's about my mom and it's about, me just sharing. Hopefully that it'll help somebody else who may be going through this right now, because it's a horrible thing to go through. You watch someone who manages at their job, they're strong, they're able to do for themselves, running a whole household, just self-sufficient to being dependent. And it was just one of the hardest things that I have ever had to go through in my life. And not just me, but my siblings as well. My husband and I uprooted, moved into my mom's home full time. I quit my job and I was just there around the clock to care for her. Of course, they had hospice come in, but I wanted to be there to make sure that she had what she needed and also that she was cared for the way that she needed to be cared for. I became her full-time, around-the-clock caretaker. And it was the greatest gift. It was the greatest gift. And so I want to encourage those who are caretakers, whether it be for your parents, your grandparents. Listen, it's an amazing gift. It really is. At the time, I was just so stressed out. And of course, I had so many emotions going on. I'm losing my mom now, the person who gave me life. It was just really, really hard to watch her go from this very strong person to just down to nothing. And it was very painful to watch this. And so even though I'm going through this emotionally, things are beginning to happen in my body physically as well, which I'm gonna use that as another story time, because stress really does change the dynamics of what's going on. It has a way of showing up on the outside, and it was just a very stressful time for my entire family. It was just very, very stressful. But I use this time. So we have May, June, July, August, and September. I had almost 5 amazing months with my mother to just really allow her to share her heart, share her wishes, her fears. If somebody's telling you you're terminal, you're not going to take that lightly. And I would share with my mom when she would say, well, I'm terminal. They said I'm terminal. I said, well, if that's the case, we're all terminal. Nobody comes with an expiration date. We don't know what our expiration date is. The soul lives forever. And so, I would encourage her in this way. And we just really, our bond was just amazing, guys. It was just really an amazing gift for me. So for caretakers, just, look at it in the perspective that I am given this time for a reason. It took me a long time to look at it like that. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It did. It took me a long time to look at it like that. Because there was a lot of things going on with me emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I can't even, it would be, first of all, it'd be too long. This video would be too long if I begin to delve into all of that. But I do plan on sharing with you guys, because I know that it's going to help somebody. It's going to encourage somebody to, just hold on and to just look at things in a different perspective. And so my perspective, looking back, is that it was an amazing gift. It really was. It was an amazing gift for me to have that time with my mother. Our bond got stronger. The love just got deeper. And we really used the time to just talk, to just really talk. One of the things my mom would say to me, because she was her mom's caretaker at the end of her life. And so one of the things my mom would say to me is, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And at the time, I'm like, no, I'm not going to be okay. I need my mom. This is the only parent that I had in my life, so I'm not going to have a parent. It was just very challenging. It was a very trying time. And this was in 2010, September the 17th, 2010. I was holding my mom's hand when she left here. And I got the gift of being able to be there in her last breath. And I looked at it like she was there in my first and I was there in her last. And it was hard, guys, and here we are, fast forward, it's been 8 years and it has gotten easier. But let me be honest with you, I'm not okay. She said that I would be okay, and I'm thinking she said that I'm going to be okay because of all the things that I had to do to care for her, but I would do it all over again. All over again. This lady raised me. She did everything that she could for me so that I could be a productive adult in society. And so there's nothing that I wouldn't have given up or sacrificed for her, even if I had to do it all over again. I just really, really miss her, guys. September is not an easy month because not only is it National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month, the very disease that my mom had, but it's also the month that she passed away. And so it has not been easy. It hasn't, but I'm okay in a sense that I know that she's no longer suffering. She's no longer in pain, that her spirit lives on, her soul lives on, it lives in me. There's times I'll say things that I will literally hear my mother. I can be talking to my children and I can hear my mother. Or I can respond to my husband and I can hear my mom. So she's not really gone. But the hard part for me is that I can't pick the phone up and call her and tell her what's going on in my life right now. I really do miss my mom, guys. And I just really feel like it would be therapeutic if I would come and just talk about it more, because I honestly haven't. I haven't. Of course, the closest person to me is my husband. He's just been amazing support. He's been there, so he knows. But I feel like me talking about it more will help me to heal. It'll help me to heal because I'm yet healing. I am. I mean, when we hold on to things and we don't talk about it and we repress them, suppress them, then it's there. It's there until you deal with it. So I'm looking at this as sort of a confrontation, a beginning of a confrontation, because there's still some things that affected me because of this that I want to discuss. And so I'm grateful for this platform and for this opportunity to be able to start, as I have started, this confrontation with this pain that I've been carrying for 8 years. To all the amazing caretakers across the world, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you light. I'm sending you strength. Guys, this is not easy. And even after your loved one passes away, you are seemingly forgotten. Like, you go through your grieving process. People feel like it's easier because you were there. No, it's not. It's not easier. You still lost someone you love. And so it's not easier. But not only are you grieving your loved one, but you no longer have the role in their lives that you had even as their caretaker. And so there's a void. There's a double void. So I send you love and I send you strength. It's not easy, but I want you to begin to perceive this thing as a gift, because it is. This is a gift. This is a gift. Honor it. Don't complain. Don't complain about it. Honor it. As far as me being spiritually affected, emotionally affected, physically affected, mentally affected, I will never be the same, guys. I will never be the same. And although I'm not bitter and I am better, I want to come and use this as a series of story times to share with you the physical, to share with you the spiritual, to share with you the emotional things that took place because I lost my mom. And it's not just a story time for you guys, but it's also therapy for me, because I need to get it out. I have not talked about it. I have not talked to it. I've shared in pieces. And it's only because, a lot of times people don't know what to say to you, but you also don't want to impose what you're feeling onto people. As always, guys, thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedules to tune into my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. And thank you for allowing me this time and this space to share my heart. This is very, very therapeutic for me. And I will be coming back with more story times with regard to how this affected me holistically, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Guys, I have to give it to you in pieces because that's how I have to give it to you. And until the next time, I will see you guys in the next video.